And good morning, people. Welcome to the longest 6 hours of my recording life so far. Dark Chronicle, by the way. Yep, it's a Spheda episode in Starlight Canyon, where I complete all the other Starlight and the other Spheda things that I haven't already done. Only 11 of them, but oh, how it took me a while to do it. This is actually my first attempt on this area, and I thought it was going to be a very short session. Yeah, that didn't last very long. And you are not going to have me go through 6 hours of bashing my pad against a wall, basically, because I was getting pretty frustrated at the end. So I pre-recorded all my successes, and I'm going to do a bit of commentary on the rewards and pretty much move on, so next time we can actually get on with the proper game and not worry about Spheda in here anymore. I did very much loads of bad shots in my thing, but this isn't one of them. I'm pretty proud of this one. I sort of bounced it off that rock there and got it pretty close to the hole. Yeah, wrong colour, but it was a nice little shot. And well, I've got the wall next to me, so I can easily make a rebound, or bump, as it's meant to be called, once I hit the ball. There we go. And distortion repaired. So what's our wonderful reward for this? Well, it's a ruby. I actually don't remember what these do, but I probably should have shown it just to make myself aware, but oh well, I might think of that later. It's doubtful, actually. But anyway, on to the next one. I'll just show the thing and then comment on the reward, I think. And quick bounce, and in we go. That one's a pretty easy one. I just failed miserably on that first shot. Yeah, the frustration was already starting to hit in. I believe this was something like 4 attempts to just get this one. Yeah, the number only went up through the time, so yeah. Pretty simple work than this one. So I was a bit lucky on the layout, and we get some level up powder. Nothing amazing, but possibly useful. So on to the next one, eventually. Yep, I didn't expect to get that one. By the way it was sort of panning out, I was almost doomed to be another failure. Luckily though, I had a quick little success, so that's not too bad. I do believe a new feature of the game sort of turns up. It's not a nice feature though, unfortunately. It's something that was going to happen eventually, but I was hoping it wouldn't come so soon. Reward is an AMS fight. However, I'm now overloaded of items. Yeah, so I need to make space in my inventory quite a bit because a lot of this stuff is still useful. But I can't really... Yeah, a lot of it is useful, so there's not a lot of space I can actually make. Yeah, and I'm trying to sort of figure out what's going on with my fingers there for a moment there, and all the numbers. Yeah, I've got a lot of weapons which I do eventually get rid of. I believe I sell them. But all these materials I want to keep, all the gems I want to keep, all the status healing and normal healing I want to keep. So it's quite a tough decision, and I believe I only open up one space which immediately gets yeah, I make one space which immediately gets filled up in the next level, and I sort of have to do it all over again, which I'll be showing. So yeah. Yeah, that was another one I thought was going to go into the gutter. It was close. The first one was sort of a, yep, you did that wrong. And then those two ill-informed hits later. But I got it, so yeah. And a topaz. And yeah, as I said, I was overburnt again. I think I got that repair powder which filled me up. And I just decided, right, let's get as much space as possible. Right, I could get rid of one of those fish. I've already got one. And I saw all these outfits. I didn't really need them. I'm not using them, so I just cleared them out. I believe that's all I did for the moment. Yeah, and I freed up 6 spaces. I would fill up. I'll be freeing up a lot more later on, but that's enough for this little bit. And in that one goes. I think it was about this sort of time when I was starting to get really frustrated. I'd taken a couple of breaks, all in the middle of all this, and yeah, it just didn't. I just wanted to get it all done, sorted. And unfortunately, the reward for this one didn't exactly help my disposition too much. Yeah, stamina drink. I've had better. And simplest one of the entire playthrough. I was a bit thankful for this. I believe I'd already had 5 attempts at this level, and when I saw that I thought, thank you. I believe I'd just taken my second break, my second of 3 breaks that I took before that one, and it was just sort of, right, here's a little gift. We're still only a little way into the recording. It's about 4 hours at this point. Maybe about halfway, but a little gift for to get me back into it. It didn't last long. Indestructible coin. Quite a nice find as well, sir. Yay! And another simple one. Just a little chip over the canyon. I don't remember that one too well. I do believe things got easier as the later it got, because I was just too tired to really care. So I was just taking pot shots. They were working out. That might be the best way to go about this game. Anyways, we'll level up powder. And I believe I have a quick check to see how much I've got. Ah, 10. Anyways, on to the next one. Yeah, I don't know what to say about that one. I had two really bad shots and then suddenly the third one worked. Yeah, nothing really much to say, just... I think I breathed a sigh of relief after that one. Why it's a heavy one? Because... yeah, as I said, it was getting on to 6 hours, the total playthrough of this, and I believe I'm about 5 hours into it now. And... yeah, the reward for this one wasn't too great after all that work. Couldn't even get them. Windstones. Anyways, next. Simple 2-chip. Just trying to be safe and just hope things worked. I believe that's the second to last one. There might be two more though. But I was getting near to the end and I was just doing safer hits, experimental hits. I tried with curving shots a bit in this little session just to break the monotony, but improved bomb might be useful later. Next one. Yeah, that first shot wasn't good, but I was trying to get it over that little gap. But luckily it turned to red, so I just had a straight hit into the hole. I think I hit the centre there. Yeah. But this one had a little bit of a trek all the way back round because, well, if you're going to give me an easy shot, make me walk for it. So, walk I did. You might see a lot of chests that have been dotted around. Mostly I just killed everything, did the Spheda, picked up the chest. And then moved on. 5 lightning stone. At least I could get them unlike the windstone earlier. Anyways, final one is the next one. Thankfully it gave me a bit of a simple one, even though I tried to mess it up pretty heavily on that last shot. But that is all 11 Spheda things that I did not show during the levels that I completed. So what's our last reward? I don't think it's really too great actually. bullseye coin, which I think gives critical chance on your weapon. So I guess it can be useful. It's better than some windstones, I guess. And yes, I picked up a frozen tuna. And yes, it is a weapon. I believe now I'll be showing some bits on the dungeon screen once I actually go back there. Okay, what am I doing? Okay, there I go. I was just sort of sitting there for it seemed. I guess it was the relief of just getting over and done with them. Anyways, I'll go back out, and I believe I stepped straight back in so I can show some things. Yeah, I pretty much maxed out this entire area. So all things done are there, all three done there. Haven't done the time of the items, but yeah, all three done there, and there, and there. I got a lot of medals in this place. Only time attack, that's not too bad. Okay, most things are either time attack or items. Oh, and the fishing, of course. But yeah, quite a few medals picked up, and there are still more to get if I want to come back and get them later, because I still do have something to do here. But that's pretty much Starlight Canyon completed. So until next time, where I won't be doing Spheda, have a wonderful day, have lots of fun, goodbye.